What's going on, guys? Welcome to Tacos with Guapo. Today we're using the help of the Mealime app, and we're going to be making lentil taco lettuce wraps with sautéed veggies and lime crema. Alright guys, first thing we're going to do is we're going to rinse off half a cup of red or crimson lentils and then under cold water, and then we're going to put them in a pot with a cup of cold water, and we're going to get that to a boil. And then once it goes to a boil, we're going to cover it and we're going to cook it for 15 minutes. Alright, after that we're going to slice a red pepper and dice a red onion. Bam, look at those editing skills, or is it magic? Alright, so our lentils are at a boil, so like I said, we're going to lower the flame and we're going to cover this and cook it for 15 minutes on a simmer. So let's get back to the prep work after this. While the lentils are cooking, we're going to warm up a heated pan, drizzle it with about a tablespoon of olive oil, and then we're going to let this heat up, and then we're going to add the peppers and the onions. And once we get them in that pan, we're going to want to stir them around, add some salt and pepper to it, black pepper of course. And then when we get that going in there, we want these bad boys to simmer and cook for about 18 minutes on a medium-low heat. So like you see, I just put them all in here, give them a nice little turnabout, spread them out distributionally, evenly, if that's a word. And then you're gonna hit them with some black pepper. I like to be very liberal with my black pepper, and then my salt, of course. I use my coarser green salt. And like I said, we're gonna cook this for 8 minutes. Alright, next thing we do is cut or dice half a pint of cherry tomatoes. Let's see if we can do it again. 1, 2, 3, and... oh, there it is. One more time. We're going to do cilantro. Bang. Alright, I'll stop. That last one with the garlic wasn't as good. Alright, so we're going to make a little mixture for the sauce. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of water in, and we're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in. We're using extra virgin olive oil. We're going to be using 1 tablespoon. And then we're going to be using about a half a teaspoon of chili powder. Oh, there goes the chili powder. We're going to be using a quarter of a teaspoon of oregano. A half a teaspoon of oregano. Put that back there. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of cumin. And we're going to hit it with a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Just regular finely grained salt. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw some walnuts in here. I got half a cup of chopped walnuts. And then we're going to throw our lentils in here as well. Before we throw our lentils, we're going to put in our clove of garlic that we crushed. And we're going to put it in there. And then we're going to put the lentils in our dish. Alrighty, now that you got that in there, you want to just stir everything up and combine it nice and orderly. And then we're going to head over to the condiment bar, as I like to call it. Right, so we're going to make our lime crema. And it's pretty simple. We're just going to use 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And then they say to use a whole lime. I don't actually have lime, so I'm going to use lime concentrate. And this has ended up being about 4 tablespoons of lime juice, and we're just going to mix that all together. Now we're going to get a little avocado slicing going on. Bam! Alright, so unlike our other tacos, we're not going to be using tortilla shells. We're going to be using lettuce, and we're going to be using Butterhead Boston lettuce. So I got this at the store. Not sure if it's the right size, but it's a little small. But we're going to do what we're with. We're going to make it lemons out of lemonade. Right? No, make lemonade out of lemons. Whoops. Alright, so here what we're going to do, we're going to assemble it. We're going to put a couple pieces of the butter lettuce head down. Then add some of our taco meat, quote unquote, the walnuts and lentils. Then we're going to add our peppers and onions. And then we're going to add some avocados, some tomatoes, and then some cilantro. I'm a heavy-handed cilantro pourer, so sue me. And then we're going to hit it off with our lime crema. And then we're going to hit it with cilantro just one last time to make it nice and pretty. And because I love cilantro. Alright, we're going to head over to live voice Guapo for the final verdict.
Alright, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to eat this, but we're going to try. I think I need bigger lettuce.
than this, but try it out. I mean, it doesn't taste bad. It just falls apart real fast. I think if I used a bigger head of lettuce, like the leaves, it would have kept together better. But the package I got is like assorted lettuce, and didn't hold. Flavor-wise, it's pretty good. You know, if I had to rate this for Mealime, I was at 5 stars. I think I'd give this like a 3.5, 4. It's not bad. Not bad at all. A little messy, life's a little messy at this time. But, alright guys, that's all for Tacos with Guapo. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and always remember to live grande and be guapo.